Welcome to the Prosperity RX Podcast. This is pharmacist Keith Abel with your prescription for prosperity. This is a podcast where I give you hope. I show you the path toward building a life of peace and prosperity, to build a life that you don't need a vacation from. If you're willing to own up to it, to accept that you do have the power to change your circumstances, and that you're willing to do what it takes, then this podcast is for you. You truly can change your life and start on the true path toward financial peace and prosperity. So let's get on with the show. Good morning, Facebook universe. How are you this morning? It is an absolutely gorgeous morning in the Ohio Valley of Louisville, Kentucky. Looking forward to this day. It is, like I said, it is so beautiful out here that not a cloud in the sky. We've had so much rain. I think yesterday we got another 2 inches of rain. So it's been dreary weather really just about all spring. So this is a welcome change in pace. It's nice and cool this morning and beautiful out. I'm on my way to, here we go, on my way to Knights of Columbus Pancake Breakfast. So if you're in the Fern Creek area and you're out and about this morning, stop by St. Gabriel Church in the multi-purpose building, the gymnasium. The Knights of Columbus there every month has a pancake breakfast. The pancake breakfast is free. We just ask for whatever donation you want to provide, and the money that the Knights of Columbus raises goes to help at the parish. We have a scholarship fund that we fund through the pancake breakfast for 2 students at the school to go to one of the Catholic high schools. We also help fund the Down Syndrome Foundation that's right there in Fern Creek as well. So that's what the proceeds go to. So, you know, like I said, if you're going to be out and about this morning, maybe after your church service is over, stop by there. We're there we'll be there after the 8 a.m. Mass and again after the 10 a.m. Mass. So basically we serve, usually the crowds start about 9 a.m. and then the second group comes in there about 11 a.m. So we'll be there after both those masses. So if you're in the area, stop by. I'd love to see you. So, you know, shout out, say hi. I'm excited about so many things now. I'm back on my diet program. Hey Ken, how you doing? I'm back on my diet program, so I'm feeling good about that. I'm expanding what I'm doing. I'm working on finishing my weight loss. I've got about 25 more pounds to go. The goal is to get that additional weight off. The goal is to keep my A1C scores down back to the normal level. My morning blood sugar scores have been remaining at the normal level, so that's good news. And the other thing that I'm working on is, a lot of you know that, God, it's almost been 15 years now, I guess. I had a major injury to my foot, and it was a debilitating injury. And because of that injury, I now have some bone and joint issues in that leg. And it's also, because of that injury, has also transferred to some hip problems I'm having. So I'm on a program now, a bone and joint program now, to help get that back under control. Medications is something that I don't believe in. You know, I'm a pharmacist, and I try to avoid medications every way possible. So I've been, launched myself into this program. I'm making sure I get all the essential nutrients I'm supposed to get. I'm adding to my water extra of the 60 minerals, because that's the thing that we're the most deficient in. Even a lot of the processed foods, they add vitamins, but they don't ever add all 60 of the essential minerals. So I know I'm not getting all the essential minerals that I need, so I add that to my water every day. Today, in addition to that, I add some liquid glucogel, which is a glucosamine chondroitin liquid product. It's better absorbed. I've got some liquid calcium that should be in, I think, Tuesday, that's going to be added to my program to also help with the building up of those joints and the bone. And also I'm adding a CBD product to the water that helps with the little bit with the pain and inflammation there. So that's part of my morning routine. That on top of I usually have a protein shake in the morning. And today, since I'm doing the pancake breakfast, I'm not going to have the pancakes, folks. I'm on this diet, but we serve scrambled eggs and sausage as well. And the scrambled eggs and sausage is within the guidelines of my weight loss program, so I will be doing that. So, folks, even if you've got a gluten problem and you can't handle things like pancakes, or you got blood sugar problem and you can't take the pancakes, at our Knights of Columbus breakfast, we do have scrambled eggs and sausage as well. So, stop by. So again, if you're in the Fern Creek area, stop by. If you'd like to find out more about what I'm doing for my bone and joint program, send me a private message. I mean, this program in 2013, January of 2013, when I launched my business the first time, I met a Mennonite gentleman from Alabama. The Mennonites, if you don't know, are similar to the Amish people in their faith tradition, except that they do allow for cars and electronic devices, that type of thing. So that's really about the main difference there. They'd probably tell you there's a lot more difference, but that's what I've observed. But anyhow, I've worked with that Mennonite community, and we had a guy in that community come to me. I actually drove all the way to Louisville because I had Dr. Wallach here for an event. And this gentleman, he was in his 30s, and he had degenerative back disease. And if you know anything about the Amish or the Mennonites, their work life is a work life of labor. They choose labor-intensive occupations. So this guy was a roofer by trade, and his degenerative back disease had already gotten so bad that he was unable to do the job. In fact, the doctors he was going to had already maxed out the amount of opioids that he could take, and they wouldn't give him any more. This is before the opioid crisis, so they were giving him more than they probably would today. So he was maxed out on the opioids, and they basically told him that he's never going to be able to work again. So he came up here to Kentucky to meet Dr. Wallach. Dr. Wallach laid out the bone and joint program he wanted him to go on. He placed his order. When the order came in, he started taking the products, and within the very first month, he was on the phone calling me, excited, because he had just gone through a week where he had not taken any of his pain medications. You got to get this. He was already maxed out on the amount he could have because the pain was so bad and the bone and joint problems were so bad. By the end of that 90 days that he was on the program, his doctor had cleared him to go back to work. He had already started regrowing cartilage material between his joints, and he has gone on since then to buy his own roofing company and start his own roofing business instead of working for somebody else. So I'm excited about what this bone and joint program can do. I've seen that through that entire community. I've seen so many people improve their health and their stamina and vitality by following Dr. Wallach's recommendations. And you're going to hear me start talking about it a lot more again, because the pharmacy that I was working for got bought out by a national company, and when they came in and bought us out and had us all sign non-compete agreements, I was told by the regional people that this business is something I couldn't do and work for them at the same time. I had to make a choice between the two. Under the non-compete agreement. So for the last 4 years, I've really not worked on the health and wellness side of the business for that reason. And it's been a miserable 4 years because I'm so passionate about this. And since pharmacy school, I've been passionate about trying to find ways to help people get off their prescription medications. So anyhow, recently I switched jobs within the same company, but I switched jobs, and at the new job there were people over there that were marketing on the side different types of products that I thought would be considered competition. So I decided that I'm going to appeal to the corporate headquarters and see what they say about me coming back into longevity and doing this business again and working with Dr. Wallach again. So I contacted corporate headquarters. They had me send a bunch of stuff on websites and so forth so they can look at it and see what it is that we're doing. After they reviewed it, they sent me back in writing permission to work this, saying that they do not consider it a competition, and as long as I'm not contacting my personal customers that I work with through their company, then I'm okay to pursue this business again. So I'm so excited about it. I want to get back out on the road again a little bit with Dr. Wallach. I want to get out there and get this message out again. So like I said, it's something I'm really passionate about. I've got my mojo back. I'm excited to talk about this again, and there's just so many people out there I can help, especially the bone and joint problems. I mean, it's so prevalent in our society because all of us have gone our entire life, without getting all the nutrients that we need, and that's what's causing these degenerative problems. I mean, the arthritis, the diabetes, various forms of heart disease, they're all degenerative diseases that are caused by not getting all the 90 essential nutrients, and especially not getting those 60 minerals. And you can't find all of the products together in most stores. If you went to a GNC store and you tried to get all 90 of the essential nutrients, it's going to cost you over $400 for a month's supply on that. And I know that's that's the price on that because one of the pharmacies I used to work for had a GNC store in them, and I, before I started working with this company and while I was working for that pharmacy, I sold a lot of those products because of Dr. Wallach. So I know that it's there, but it's something that if we've been what's the word I'm looking for? We've not been getting all this nutrients all of our life. It's causing all these diseases. But the amazing thing is, God designed our bodies to be able to repair itself if you give it all the tools that it needs. So that's why I found that these programs, these protocols that Dr. Wallach lays out, like the bone and joint program, get you all those nutrients back into your body and the additional things that you need to support and promote that growth of the tissue, and it starts working again. The body does what it was divinely designed to do, and it repairs itself. So anyhow, like I said, I'm at St. Gabriel. I'm pulling in right now so we can get in there. I'll be the one cooking the eggs. Got to get in there and fire the skillets up. But the pancake breakfast will be after the 8 a.m. Mass and again after the 10 a.m. Mass. So if you're in Fern Creek area, stop by. Shout out to me when you do stop by and say that you heard me on the podcast. And I will see you guys again. I'm going to do a lot of different trainings on here about some of the nutrition programs and what you need to do. So stay tuned to that. I'm also going to continue talking about the Dave Ramsey financial peace principles and what to do there, because that's another area of life that I'm really passionate about. So I will see you guys again on the next podcast. Bye-bye.